all you have to do as a human being to manifest something is to give the direction. Abraham Hicks calls it point. And you do actually have to teach your consciousness, your mind, how to focus and point at the thing that you want. So it doesn't matter what it is, relationship, a specific job, a kind of client or whatever, and you point. Now, you have to understand you're part of source creation, and it's going to actually give it the resources automatically, right away. It's going to give it the resources. And you don't have to believe that. All you have to do is actually test it. Obviously, I've tested it a million times, and it always works if you can follow the next step, which is stay the fuck out of the way. All right, stay out of the way. Stay out of the way means don't point at other things, and don't get confused, and don't get discouraged, and don't allow doubt and fear to talk to you. Because if you get pulled from your focus, then where you place your focus, that is what's going to get manifested. This is the tricky part for humans, okay? Because we point all over the place all the time. And so we say, well, it's really hard to manifest. It's technically not hard to manifest. It is hard to stay focused, okay? And that I will agree, of course, for myself as well. It has historically been hard to learn how to stay focused. So that's why Abraham Hicks' teachings are so good, I find, because if you listen to her over and over again, she will guide you constantly through the same thing. Stay loose, stay vague, stay happy about it. Even though most of the things that we want to point at are things we're not happy about. So when we tell you, okay, but stay happy about it, stay loose, be nonchalant, don't care about it, release expectations, release attachment, all these things sound like insanity, right? Because why would I want something if I could release attachment to it, if I actually don't want it? How do I want something but then actually don't want it? So that is the tricky part for humans, and it is really just a matter of practice. I want to tell you this is not rocket science. It is just practice. The same way they practice with your pencil, coloring in the lines. Honestly, if you remember, like I do, what that was like, it was impossible. I mean, it was completely and utterly impossible to color within the line. Okay? And it was impossible to actually follow the line when writing letters and words. It was genuinely impossible. However, with practice, you figure it out. Same with walking. So I'm here to tell you, don't stop doing it just because it honestly, genuinely sounds insane. That you should be able to want something and point at it and keep a good, straight focus on it. And yet somehow loosely let it go. Like, oh, I don't really care about the thing that I am passionately focused on, right? It does sound insane. But the feeling, how that works is you point and you say, let's take an example. I wanted to get engaged. And I definitely wanted a ring. So I say to the universe, I say, look, universe, I am fully aware that you are fully capable of getting my partner to want to buy me a ring. Yeah, I know you can speak to his heart, and I don't even have to do it. This is true, by the way. This always works. It's better to let the Holy Spirit or the universe, the quantum field, however you prefer to call it. All names are fine with me personally because I understand this thing. That intelligence that is cooperative, that is actually serving your consciousness, whatever that thing you call, you act because you talk to it. And you say, look, Holy Spirit, please touch my partner's heart in a way that he understands this is important. We have to go through the ritual that is arbitrary. I agree. However, I choose it. And that's when you do the letting go. Now, you go berserk, usually go bananas here. Because now, our mind is going, all right, what do I do now? What do I do? What should I do? How do I stay focused on definitely need the ring? And yet, what do I do now? Right? So what you do now, this is the thing that works, is you have fun. I shit you not. So Abraham Hicks explains it by feel better feelings and better feeling thought, think better feeling thoughts. One way or another, you have to have fun. So you should dance, you should read things that entertain you, you should focus your effort on actually having fun. I kid you not. Here's a scientific explanation for it. Frequency creates fuel. So when your vibration is high, because let's say you were singing all day, it actually gives fuel to the manifestation. It removes obstacles and it performs at the highest possible version of everything for you, because you are the source of this high frequency. Okay, when you are watching puppies play online, instead of listening to the news, you're generating a field at that moment of love and kindness and compassion and appreciation and gratitude and tenderness. Okay, you're having tender feeling. That is what you're supposed to do. So your job, if you want to have one, because I know the human mind is conditioned to want to do something in order to get the things done, especially that it wants to get it done yesterday. Okay, so well, this is what you need to give it a job to do. Vibrate as high as possibly every single moment of every single day, because that is going to be a challenge. I guarantee you. You're going to notice how often you have low vibrational thoughts, low vibrational reactions, how many things in your personality and in your surroundings you need to actually change, the kind of music you consume, the kind of TV you consume, if any, the kind of friends and people and situations that you allow yourself to tolerate. All right, all of these things, unfortunately, that's your job. And you need to do the changes. And you're going to have to start going to sound healings and probably work with crystals and probably do regression therapy and probably do all this other hippie crazy stuff, or in some other way do mindset changes so that you can be a generator of high vibrational thoughts, feelings, and actions. So you actually do have a lot of work to do. But none of it has to do with actually getting the ring. None of it. All you have to do about that is just keep reconfirming to the universe. Even that's not necessary, but you're going to want to do it because you're human. I'm assuming we're thinking you're human. You might not be, but whatever. You can reconfirm. Yes, I still do want that. Yes, that is the thing I want. Yes, actually, I'm going to go try some on and see which shape I prefer. I really ended up liking a blue stone rather than a diamond. Whatever, doesn't matter. So you can do that, but that's not the main part. The absolutely mandatory, super important, cannot be skipped, cannot manifest without is your high vibrations. You need to be in the frequencies of love, patience, kindness, understanding, appreciation. This is why gratitude is so important, because gratitude itself isn't doing anything other than making you vibrate at a super high frequency all the time. You can keep it up. And that is feeding the fuel for your manifestations. That's all it's doing. Yes, in the meantime, it's actually also making you a wonderful person to be around, and it's making your life very, very pleasant. But that's the side effect. So the main goal of gratitude journaling and all of that is that you are flying high. And when you're flying high, all the doors of heaven open, because they only respond to that frequency. So when you're grumpy, when you're angry, when you're sad, when you feel sorry for yourself, when you're in the victim mentality, when life is happening to you, and oh my God, how hard it is, when they and them are attacking you and suppressing you, when you're holding that kind of perspective, sorry, but it's going to be hard to impossible to manifest your dream. And you're going to keep pointing, and you're going to keep getting disappointed, and you're going to keep saying, oh my God, this crazy stuff doesn't work, and all of you wacko people are, wacko. But no, it's not woo-woo stuff. It's quantum physics. It's nothing other than physics. It's just physics. Like, look it up. If you're a scientific type of mind, read about quantum physics, figure it out, and just start using the law of the universe. I didn't make it up, right? Like, this works because it's physics. All you have to do is figure out how to trick your body into generating that kind of code and frequency long enough, especially when it's not long enough, it's forever. I'll tell you right away. It's forever. You're gonna have to do this forever. First of all, because you're constantly going to have desires that you want to manifest, so you need to fuel them. And second, because once you figure out how this works, and you will learn to do it, why would you go back? Like, you're never going to want to live a boring life of a victim who just kind of suffers through existence, right? So, just a friendly reminder, those are the things you have to do, you have to focus on. And again, Abraham Hicks called this point. Just point and sing. And you should remember that, to literally just point and sing, and let God, Source, Holy Spirit, the infinite quantum field, all the other names you may have ever heard, let it do the work. Because it can, and it will always, always, always outperform you. That is a guarantee, because obviously the universe is way more intelligent than you and I. All we have to do is press the right buttons. And the high-flying, super speed space shuttle that we're on, which is consciousness in this body, is literally going to generate the necessary coordinate to make it happen. It's always going to be a surprise. I almost guarantee you that. Unless you get really good at it, and then you just get really used to this kind of lifestyle, like I have and many other people have, then we can kind of predict easily, like, oh yeah, that's going to happen like that and like that. Because we've seen it happen so many times when like magic and miracles become commonplace. Then it becomes normal, which is great. I think that's how life should be. But until then, just be open to all kinds of crazy stuff happening. And all you got to do is just step back, don't touch, just point. Don't hold on to things, don't hold on to people, don't hold on to situations, don't hold on to anything that has the desire to leave or disappear from your life. Don't hold on to job. Do not allow yourself to get fired. Allow yourself to trust. Allow yourself to, like I said, your only job, high frequency. That's the hard part. Stay high. Stay high and not on drugs, please, because that doesn't work, unfortunately. Stay consciously high. Keep choosing high ceiling thoughts. That's the hard part. Again, I repeat, because you're going to have to keep telling your brain, none of that doom and gloom thinking. This must be for my highest good because it's happening after I made that request. This must be for my highest good. Ask your brain to actually deliver to you better feeling thoughts. Just literally just put that command in. Just say to your brain, no, I don't want any of that nonsense you're giving me right now. None of that fear, none of that doubt. That's going to actually block and stop my delivery of my miracle. Show me what you can do, brain, because you are a very intelligent machine, and I'm going to force you to think high frequency thoughts. So I had to do that with my brain for a long time until I got used to constantly delivering to me high frequency thoughts. Okay, and I would tell it all the time, like, I don't think so. No, thank you. That's not for me. That's not for me. I don't want that. It's kind of like a dog bringing you, things you don't want. And you go and you say, go fetch again. Go try again. Do it again. No disempowering thoughts allowed here. No low frequency perspectives allowed here. Go try again. Show me the highest possible version of this that you're thinking right now. show me the highest possible version of this. I'm waiting. And just wait and just put the music on and dance some more. And when the brain comes and says, oh my God, we don't have money for some barrels of line, how do you do that? You breathe and you find a better feeling thought immediately. Again, I strongly recommend constantly listening to Abraham Hicks on repeat for this reason, because you're going to have these situations that you're going to need support during. This, of course, get a coach as well. Get friends that do this stuff as well, because you're going to need support to stay in a high vibration. But other than that, the logic has to be very, very clear to you. True, point, tell, hold high vibe all the time. Don't touch. I love you. Do your best.